I was teaching high school, and one of the other teachers, everybody called him Colonel. I thought he liked Kentucky Fried Chicken. Turns out he was a colonel in the Army Reserves. And he came into my classroom one time and said, "Why don't you join the Army?" I said, "What?" And the rest is history. I was in for 38 years, 4 deployments, and loved every minute of it. So I went into the Army as a dental assistant. I was an enlisted soldier for 13 years, and then I went to dental school and got a direct commission. Dentists, physicians, and nurse practitioners only deploy, or they only have to deploy for 3 months. I said, no, I want to go where the action is, or I don't want to go. And then about 2 months later, I got my orders for Iraq, and I was very excited. As the dentist, I was really only obligated to work on the American soldiers. But I was there. If they were in pain, I saw everybody. I was the highest ranking woman on the base and one of the highest ranks on the base as Lieutenant Colonel. Did I mention I was the oldest person of 5,000 people on the base? It was a marvelous experience. We're at war and it's very sad, but I tried to make the best of it. So that was 3 months in Iraq. That was hard work, a little scary, had to carry around your bulletproof vest. Then I was home for about a year, and I got deployed my first time to Kosovo. Kosovo was a great experience, but you know, some of those young folks were there for a year, and some of them were living out in the fields, and I was afraid they would go home with badly decayed teeth because they didn't take care of them for over a year. So I started a sealant program, and I'll bet I did 2,000 sealants. About a year and a half after I retired, I got an email inviting me back at their expense, the government, to receive an award called the Doctor Honoris Causa. It's the same award that Tony Blair and Bill Clinton have received. It was one of the most exciting days of my life. Graduating dental school was pretty exciting, but I think this might have topped it. If I'm at the VA, because I'm a patient there, and I volunteer there, if I'm up there, some guy from World War II will come up and say, "Your son in Iraq?" I said, no, I was when I was 60. And it's hard for these older guys to believe that there's so many women involved now. One of my friends that I met in Kosovo, she's a helicopter pilot. Her sister's a fighter pilot. Women can do any job now, any job. And it was an old boys club at one time, you know. Same as dental school was an old boys club. So I've always been in a male-dominated career, but there's so many more women now in the military that people don't even think about gender. Both dentistry and the military have been very good to me, and I think they're wonderful careers for women. People said to me, "Do you feel like it's Dr. Berkowitz or Lieutenant Colonel Berkowitz?" It's a tough choice. I just love them both, you know.